Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Thursday Night Live. My name is Marilyn. I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, Stamping Creations with Marilyn. And I love creating cards and other 3D items, whatever, and sharing them with you and sharing lots of ideas with you. So come on in. If you're watching the replay, I welcome you there as well. And for tonight, normally I have a question while we're waiting for a few people to join. And that question tonight is, where are you watching from? We haven't done that one for quite a while. And you'll notice on my desktop here, 5 of the in colors that will be retiring. And in conjunction with that, we have learned that there will be a color refresh. So my question for you tonight to start the conversation amongst all of us is, what color or colors are you going to miss the most if they're gone? I guess that would, on the flip side, that would be, what colors do you use the most? So come on in and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from and give us your prediction. What colors are they going to retire, and will you miss them? I, for one, I can't predict any of them. I've watched this happen 2 or 3 times already, and I can't predict what's going to be. I know supposedly these 5 are gone, unless they do keep one of them as part of that color refresh. That could be an option as well. But there will be 5 new ones coming in. So I see a few people on here. I see a few comments, which I'm going to look at before I switch the screen back. Hello, Karen, Bonnie, Betty. Betty wants to know, let me look at this for a minute. Are you getting warmer weather? It's 0 right here in Calgary now. We did have warm weather today, Betty. It was, I believe, 2 above, 3 above, but a terrible, terrible strong wind. Not quite like I saw it was in Lethbridge. And we've been told that it's going to be cold for the weekend. So not excited about that part for sure. So thank you for asking though. So come on in, let me know where you're watching from, and I'm going to switch over so you can see me. Actually, I am here. I just like to share my desktop like that to begin with, because Facebook, in their wisdom again, we can't figure out how to change that front picture after we've done the live. So rather than have a picture of me there that sometimes I make faces and whatever, it doesn't look really good, I like to show that desktop just so that it's a little bit more inviting. Not that I mean, I invite you, you know that, because you always come back, which I love. So thank you for coming. Okay, I have this one to share. Karen says, coming to you from Edmonton, I will be very sad to see soft succulent evening evergreen go. I'm hoping soft succulent might stay. So true, so true. And Betty says, we'll miss evening evergreen. Hope they add to the colors. We all have our favorites. Here's Bonnie. Would miss Night of Navy. I would miss Night of Navy for sure if it disappeared as well. And Betty's over on YouTube. So I like to show her comments here, especially because then those of you on Facebook can also comment back to her and know what she's talking about. So good to see you all. Thank you for joining. And please keep commenting. I'm going to talk about a couple things here before I switch down to the desktop. And as always, those of you on here do know, just keep visiting amongst yourselves and sharing like we always do. So love it. Okay, I'm going back to my banners and going to talk about our Zoom with Friends class Friday at 1 o'clock. Email went out this morning so that hopefully we'll have time to have our supplies ready for the class tomorrow when we have it at 1 o'clock. Love, love, love this class. It started when COVID hit, and it helped us through COVID because we could keep in touch like this. I'm very, very happy that I did it and that I still can do it. And I hope that you are as well and will join us whenever you can. I do not post the link to this in the for the public, I should say. But if you do want to join, just send me a message, reach out to me, and I do have a link where you can join for that particular not newsletter, that particular email with the information. If you want to join all my emails, that's fine too, but you can join for just that one if you'd like to be part of that with us every Friday. We have different people that volunteer to teach. We have all kinds of projects. I have, I'll just show it to you this way. This is what we, if I can get the camera right again, what we made last week, a 3D project to hold whatever. I happen to have my Post-it notes in it, but it was made as an adhesive holder. So, and we've done all kinds of cards. I think I have a couple of them in my show and tell cards to share with you as well. So it is a great fun time. I have a monthly card class, the third Wednesday of every month. Registration ends 2 weeks before my classes because I do have to mail out kits to those who are somewhere else in Canada and can't pick them up. Love to have you join that as well. All the details are on in my all over in my newsletter, on my social media, and you can always reach out to me if you're interested. Also have 12 months of Christmas cards, the second Thursday of each month. And again, these are all on Zoom. We have such a great time creating together. So if you want to join me, just let me know. Love to have you there. So, okay, I'm going to switch down to my desktop. There you can see it again. This is the card. I'm going to show you how I made it today. And just before I go there, quick back to Betty's all ready for Zoom tomorrow. Thank you, Betty. Good to hear. Hello, Gail. Welcome, welcome. We are experiencing some more cold weather here, Gail, so you'll be happy that you're still farther south where you're enjoying the warm weather. Betty, I have to share this with you. As long as you don't live in Calgary, your kits will arrive in time. Betty lives in a part of Calgary that doesn't have great mail delivery, and every once in a while her kits do not show up in time, but that's what she's referring to there. So thank you, Betty, for still hanging in there, even though the kits come later. Marie arrived sore, but here. Oh dear. Hopefully you're not sore because of too much card making, and I hope you didn't fall to be sore as well. So, oh, and Gail, snow here this morning, and Gail, I believe, is still in Arizona. So that's not good to hear, Gail. But glad you're here with us tonight. So I'm going to go over a few things. Like I say, please put in the comments what you'll miss most of the in colors, or because we know there's a color refresh, if there's other colors. Bonnie did mention Night of Navy. It's not an in color like these are, but if it disappeared, she would really miss it. So I think we all have our favorites. For me, mine would be Pacific Point, which happens to be the color I have for my logo and everything else, and I love blues. So if that one disappeared, I will be disappointed. But that's why I had the in colors out, just to remind you if there's anything in those, whether it's embellishments, paper, ink, refills, you might want to look at getting them now. We will know on March 29th. We as demonstrators get to see the new catalog, so we will know what's retiring and what's happening. And I'm sure at that point, things will start to sell out. And on that note, I'm going to show you some of the things from this, the online exclusives, which started yesterday. Anyone can go online and purchase whatever's on there. There's a lot more than this. I don't have printouts of all of the other things. And I don't have all of these. I did break down and order the stamp set and the dies, but they're not here yet. But I do have the 6x6 paper, which is Hello Irresistible. And I've just pulled out one sheet of each to give you an idea. We were really excited to see this is now of course I can't remember the name of it. Pretty Peacock that's coming back. And there's two colors in here that we had before and we don't have now that are coming back. Oh dear, here's an answer to my question. Marie fell on the ice this afternoon. So glad you're here, Marie, and hope you didn't break anything. for sure, for sure. So these are the colors in that designer paper. Maybe it's easier if I just do this with them. Just bear with me while I show you each side. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. Some gorgeous designs. A lot of I understand the leaves and the pardon me, the flowers do cut out with the dies. So I will be busy. Some great color. There's that color again. And great combinations. If you're on Facebook with Demonstrator Planning Place, there was quite a, pardon me, a live the other day showing some of the things out of the catalog, not this particular set, but how they were made and how they go about it. It was really interesting. So any questions on these or whatever, be sure and comment. People will be able to answer. Betty ordered the 2 circle punches. Yes, in the online store now, there are 2 circle punches came back. But as of today, these loose frosted dots are not currently available. So anything that you want on this online exclusive, if you want to get it right away, be sure and do it, because otherwise it might not be available when you decide that you want to get it. And understand that some of the things, once they are sold out, they will be gone. They may not get any more. So the other thing on here is the 12 by 12 naturally gilded paper, and it's probably glaring in your face there, but it is gorgeous. I can't wait. I've seen some tall slimline cards made with it. I'm thinking that's what it would be ideal for. Backside is just plain white, so definitely it will be a highlight on things when I go to do it. And the embossing folders, they are wonderful. I got them the other day and I've used them in one of my Christmas cards already. So you can see, because I did them with a colored paper, I'm hoping it gives you a better view of what they are like. There is I'm going to call it a crosshatch. This one looks like a flower, almost like a poinsettia if you look really close at it. And this one has the larger polka dots. Oh dear, I see an angry face on my likes and whatever. I hope someone's not too upset with things. And I hope we can fix it, whatever it is. So hello, Faye, welcome. And Marie says she didn't break anything, but is very sore. Good to hear, Marie. Good to hear. So, okay. So if there's no other questions there, keep commenting, keep visiting, whatever. And I'm going to show you how I did this. I thought it was a neat card. Faye, who I just saw is on here with us, is I'm always bouncing ideas off of her. And the other day she sent me a link and said, why don't you try this? So I did. And it is not using the Stamparatus. It is just using cardstock, your stamps and ink, and a piece of computer paper. So I made these. So looks like that one's a bit light to see, but I'll try and hold it so you can see it there. So just at an angle, this one and this one, trying to get stamps that were suitable for using the ink the way that just a minute, Jessica Taylor is the gal that I patterned it after. So for this one, and she said in the beginning of her video, she said you may end up trying a lot of different inks before you find what you really like. And I'm not sure about these, but I decided this was the color, these were the colors that I was going to use for today's card. So I have used the same stamp, or pulled out the same stamp as here. And I really must clean my blocks because I have glue on there. I have a regular piece of cardstock that I'm going to use there. I have Blackberry Bliss for my card base, and I have Fresh Freesia. Because it's going to be going away, I thought it should be showing a little more love and use it again. So it is going to be my first layer, and I've done it with the narrow border that we all like so much. And then when I get my stamping done on here, I will put that on the top. I'm wondering, okay, Kim. Okay. You might be able to change it, Kim, if that is what happened. I don't know. But anyway, I hope, like I say, I hope it wasn't anything that I did that caused somebody to have an angry face on there. So I will carry on. So I'm going to use, I like to use my um, spongy pad, whatever it's called now. I can't think of it right at the moment. For all of my stamps. I know that because these do have sponge on them, you don't really need to, but it's a habit I've got into. I use mine for all my stamping. I'll just try and move that so you can see it. I'm using the Go-To Greetings, and probably, these are probably a little too big. This is the one I've pulled out to use. I think this one's a little too small. But pick a stamp that has, and I guess I should ask that question first. Hi, Stacy. Yes, I see you. Piercing that. Thanks, Karen. I knew somebody would come to my rescue. Pick a stamp that you can put ink on half of it. So you don't want a tiny one. And that's where this particular happy birthday would probably be too small. This one I'm saying would be too big, mainly because of my paper. I want to be able to work it across, okay? So I did put the what I was using, the ingredients, I guess you would call it still, in my description. And I don't know if anybody is joining me with trying to do this at the same time. I don't see that on there. Hello, Carmen. Supposed to snow here tomorrow. Yes, supposed to probably here too. But anyway, we will. It's March. What can we say? Eh? So what Jessica showed on her video was, in order to stamp on an angle like this, basically all you need is your computer paper. Fold it to give you a guideline, and you're going to put your paper in here, and then as you stamp, you're going to work your way up with your varying colors. Now no two cards, well, I guess they would be if you used the same paper. I used a different one for that. So I am going to, yeah, that will work. So hopefully that makes sense. I will now start with my lightest color, and you can do a couple things. You can stamp off with it. If I had a piece of paper to stamp on, I'll use this. So you get more variation. As you saw on these, again, the color's a little bit different, being the greens, but you get quite a variation if you, I think I only used 4 colors in each of those. One of them might have had 5, but I've got 4 here, so I am going to stamp off. I'm going to take my happy birthday, stamp off, and stamp as close as I can to the paper. Oh, and I rocked it. Look at that. And then I'm going to stamp a full without stamping off. You can see it's already using the gradient, which is what it was called. And I should just bear with me while I grab my cleaning tool, because I am going to clean it in between. You don't have to. When I did those others, I did not clean it in between, probably because I was hurrying. So then for the next color, what she did was stamp in the first one. I'm running out of space. And then take your second one and stamp the top, or ink the top half of your stamp. And again, using your paper, and I don't know if you can see, but I can, and I will hold it up later. It is half of the image. Then I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to stamp a full one. I'm going to ink it up again and grab the next color. Being like a magician. And again, whoa, just about did it. Put ink on the top half. Not much difference there. Clean it off on my chamois. Stamp another full one. Get my next one ready without trying to ink it there. Ink only on the top half there. Stamp it there. And I'm going to do one more with the full color of the Blackberry Bliss there. So now, if you look at that, you can see here, some of the colors are a little bit better definition between them. But I just thought it was really a neat way to be able to use your stamps without needing another tool, as we don't all have the Stamparatus. When I first looked at this, I thought, how did she do that with the Stamparatus? And obviously, watching her video, found out that she hadn't. So that basically is the stamping. So I challenge you each to try something like that. I'm sure you've got some colors that will go together. They don't have to be all in the same color family. Even try something maybe with blues and greens. Like they might spark some kind of new idea that you've never tried before to put something like that on. I have a card base here somewhere now that I will put this onto, and because as always, you will end up having your name in a draw for anybody who has commented. And I think for those of you commenting right now, I'm hoping that I've got it figured out how to show you the names on the draw wheel this week. And I am just going to put it flat because I'm going to put another one of the daisies on. So keep commenting if you're new since the beginning, as in Stacy and anyone else who's joined recently. My question was, we are having a color revamp with Stampin' Up. So tell me what colors you're going to miss the most. We are usually end up losing the in colors, and some of us are hoping some of those are going to stay because of the color revamp. But put it in the comments for that. Hello, Sue. Betty. What was her name? Her name was Jessica Taylor. I'm sorry, I can't remember if she had a business name or not. So I have Fresh Freesia. I have my Medium Daisy Punch. I'm going to use my bone folder to curl the petals. Last year I bought a big planter from a greenhouse out northwest of us here, and I follow them on Facebook now, and they have been posting the most gorgeous pictures of flowers. Getting a little excited, like think it's going to be time to do flowers. What about you guys? Do you do lots of flowers? I was pleased when I contacted them in the fall I'm just going to put those together with a glue dot. I contacted that greenhouse in the fall to see if I could return the planter because it was a big one and I didn't want to waste it. And their comment was, you can bring it back starting the 1st of March and we will plant it for you again. So I was ecstatic with that. Okay, what's going on here? I should be able to put these there together so they kind of fill in the blanks. And then I'm going to put a couple more glue dots on the bottom. So not if the weather's going to be crappy this weekend, but I was hoping to go and I don't know what the deal is. If I pick, they pick, whatever. But the arrangement was great last time, so I'm fine if they want to pick and just keep it for me till no chance of frost, and I will have a beautiful planter again this year. So then, for my embellishment on there, I used glossy dots, and you can see there's the blues, the yellows, the reds, dark pink, and there is a purple. So I am going to pick this purple one because I have one of these left and just put it there. And there is my card. Oh, I will put, let's not forget that. I keep this box of white cardstock cut for the first layer. So I will put that on the inside right now because I know that you can't write, well, with a regular pen, you can't write on the inside of here. You could with a gel pen of some sort, I'm sure. So yes, if you're watching the replay, please keep commenting as well. Oh, Karen, you're thank you. Hard to line up the daisies as well. So which one did you like? And please, it's such an easy technique, even though it doesn't look like it. I'd love to see what you come up with and share one underneath this post afterwards. Which one do you like? Oh, Carmen, you love the purples, and Stacy the blue ones. That's good. And I probably could have put the green ones together and somebody would have liked them as well. So you're getting a squeal, Bonnie. Well, I have nothing else that I can turn off here. Sorry about that. Just about done. Just want to share some of my happy mail, and then I'll do the show you who won last week's card and do the draw for this week. So I'll try not to cause any more squealing. If that's the case, I don't see any indication that the internet is down, is slow. Somebody else getting a squeal. Well, I do have, I think I have to keep that one turned on. I've got that mic shut off. I've got it shut off here. Yeah, that one you really should have heard. Okay, well, I'll carry on and hopefully not too bad. This is a card that we had done with my upline had shown us, and I did it with my downline the other day. Just a different fold. Just really, again, an easy and using designer paper. This is a card from Faye from our team swap. Gorgeous black and white with the, I know there's a name for it, but she stamped, cut out, and then put a layer of black in behind it so it stands out. This is another one from Faye. This is a card similar to what we had done in a Friday Zoom class, as you can see, Friday Zoom class. I love getting all this happy mail. This is another one that we had done in a Friday Zoom class, that panel card. This one is from Linda and from our card swap again. Linda does all of her own envelopes. So thank you, Linda, for doing that and sharing with us. Something, you might have had something close to your microphone. Well, I am quite close to the microphone because I thought that's why you couldn't hear me the other times. So I'm trying that. But anyway, I'll listen to it after and see if I can figure out what it was or get some help with it. We do have cards and envelopes from Stampin' Up, and this is one that Nancy had done with black embossing powder for us. This is one from Lori, getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, even without um, any, like it's stamped. It's not just punched green. So great card. Thanks, Lori. This one's from Bonnie, another masculine card using that He's the Man set out of the, yes, yes, out of the annual catalog. Always in need of those. This one is from Karen for a card swap that we did with our Stampin' Sisters. These two, one from Karen and one from Pam, obviously had the same ideas. Another one from Sylvia from the card swap, and this is using the stamp that came out of the celebration. This one from Karen. Thank you, Karen. You're on here. I love how you did this frame. It's popped up with our foam adhesive strips and a little piece of the designer paper in there just to tie it all together, and the envelope stamped and colored. And this one from Judy, just received today, and that's that neat fold, accordion kind of fold that that we've all really liked doing. Takes a little bit of doing, especially if your paper, when we had that horizon paper, we did some of these cards where you had to cut top and bottom so that it's still lined up, but it's really a neat fold. I love it. So, okay, little one with the frame. Okay, I'm going to come back to you. Oh, before I do that, this is the card I did last week. And, pardon me, I did go through all of the comments on Facebook and YouTube yesterday. And the winner for that one is Kathy J. So, Kathy, that one will be coming in the mail to you. And let me see if I can switch over to a shared screen. Well, it says I can. 12 of you have commented. It does not, if you comment more than once, it doesn't include you more than once. So there are 12 names in there. And as usual, I cannot, if you win, I can't delete it. So you may win more than once. So let's see what's happening. Isn't it great to see your name go flying by? Faye, congrats. And I'm going to do this 5 times, as you know. I love sharing my cards, and I love having you guys here watching and commenting. So it's great to see all of you. And Diana. Okay, and look at all the confetti happening there. Stacy. Congrats. Faye. And one more. So hopefully you have a great weekend, whatever you're going to be doing. And Stacy again. Okay, so thank you for taking part, for being there. I'm going to hit that. And that brings us right back here. So, like I say, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you all have a great weekend and have some time for crafting and share it with us. We would love to see what everybody's doing, as always. Keep in touch. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with, and if there's anything that you would like me to share next time. I'm always looking for good ideas. So take care now. Bye.